shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
If you haven't been here before, guess what? Congratulations, you're here. There's a reason you're here today. It's pretty simple. What we need to do is get you to listen and follow through. Hardest thing that happens in this world today. Because why? You've been ripped off by so many people. Friends, family. You spent thousands, crap didn't work. Well, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. Today, I'm going to give you all kinds of information for free. I just want you to write it down. It's live. Now let's understand, you got to put it here because no tablet, no pen. How are you going to write it down and begin? Remember, no pictures, no recording. Bottom line is pretty simple. I'm online 6 days a week. I like goodies. You like goodies? You see, goodies to me was getting out of hell, not eating out of a trash can and being used and abused as a kid. So let's understand, I was motivated. I got born in a damn taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So let's understand. Are you motivated to get there? But I want you to focus on $5 million because that's what you should do. But anyway, it's going to be up to you to follow along. Your beginning is now, your journey. Could you imagine today if you listened and learned and wrote things down and every week we talked on the phone and did it again and again and coach you some more? Where could you be? But the first thing you have to focus on is quit looking in front of you. Look behind the curtain, please. Every time I talk to people, it's like, I don't get it. You heard the word no and you accepted it? I don't understand that. You see, people who say no don't know how to do something, and you didn't follow along and look behind the curtain. Now today, let's say you wanted to buy a house. I came out of a coma in 2009. They stole my millions and billions. What am I going to do? Well, I put my score back to an 840. From there to 740, they gave me a loan, $840,000 to buy a house now. They could pick the house that I wanted. All right, we could pick it and they'd lease it to us and basically turn it into a mortgage in 12 months. See, the problem with people, and probably you keep bringing the pain home and you never came up with this kind of blueprint, redesign what you're trying to do. I'd like you to write down the word you in front of your tablet and pen as we begin. I'd like you to think about something. Self-confidence. You've been knocked down before. You willing to fight? All right, self-discipline. Get up tomorrow morning an hour earlier. From there, motivation. What's your motivation? I'll bet your motivation is money. Well, this is just money. It's a note. But that shouldn't be the motivation. See, if you want to find peace of mind in the American dream, that's after you get all the bills off your back. Get rid of all the crap. Money just solves problems. Happiness, that's something mentally you have to come up with. As we play, fighting through the pain. Because if you're not knocked down, how are you going to get up again and again? I want you to create a defensive circle. Let's understand something today. You've allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. I know you did, because they do it to everybody. From there, you spend thousands on something that didn't work. What if we turned around and we took a corporation today and we had 30 divisions in place and we created a defensive circle? That means you have the ability to play and go get the American dream. What happens is most people are not only half of them are lazy, but you get comfortable. The problem is getting comfortable is not good. That means you're not motivated to reach a little further. So as we play this game, let's understand independence. I'd like your corporation to be international, but that's what I'd like you to do. Let's think today. If today you took out your personal credit cards from your wallet or purse and you put a sticky in the back of the card, you wrote down the limit, you maintained 25% forever, never past 29%. You would stop this screwed up things you've been doing to you. You jacked it up, you got stuck, hell, you couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and your family in a corner, and then you jacked out your house. You know, you brought the pain home. Why? I don't understand. Don't take it personally, but I don't understand why anybody would bring the pain home. You see, this is trying to your just you today you play reports around Thomas Raymond and train your basically. I just designed the first one of these. It was simple. It was green, fair, or hell no. Do you know you have 2 cards on planet Earth that do not affect your credit score? You can max them out $1 million. They have a paid overtime limit too. So you could get a 750 and never bring the pain home again. Your problem is your lack of knowledge. It's stupidity, man, woman. You're not stupid, but half of you are freaking lazy. So let's do what I want you to do. Get tablet and pen. Let's begin. Why don't we train the kids in high school not to screw up like you did? See, the next generation can learn rules and tools better than you. And then they're probably going to follow through too. Here's chapter 18. It says a corporation's a legal person right there. Well, that's good. I heard that when I was 7.5 at Mrs. Hope's house and they're having a poker game. I wrote it down. They told me it's weird. Probably true. I went down to the Torrance Police Department the next day next to the library and went inside. Man, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. All right. She came back 5 minutes later. Here's a mock up. Here's a buck. Thanks for the buck. That's how she talked to. Could you imagine? Today, you brought the pain home. Why? I didn't find what I wanted in that book. I read it. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I learned to memorize all the words I could find. But then I went back to that library for 2 years. For 2 years. What I didn't focus on, and when I should have, is where it says may sue or be sued. See, your problem if you have a corporation today, when they sue you. And that makes you a duck and a sheep, sorry to say. But let's understand, if we do exactly what we need to do, we can get past go. I believe everybody should have a $5 million company. That's just my belief, because I did that as a kid. It was pretty simple to do. Now understand, I sent away a $10 money order when I was 9.5 years old. And I, Secretary of State of California, you know, I started Helping Hand Industries. You know what's really weird? The fee today is only $30. Why would anybody, in a grown-up, a man or a woman, spend thousands of dollars for a corporation from an attorney, CPA, corporate service, and they're all free? I don't understand, stupid. You understand, stupid? You pay a little filing fee. I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail on the corporation when I was a kid. So what the bottom line is, then I started collecting credit cards. You see, back then in the 70s and 80s, people got credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. But then I got another problem. And I was 12.5 years old. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. I got in trouble for that because it belonged to the Braille Institution. See, the goal should be never bring the pain home. The ultimate goal. It's like when they heard, and I heard when I was a kid, the grown-ups kept saying, put your ducks in a row and do this too. Here's my problem. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked the grown-ups what that meant. Okay, they gave me some blah, blah, blah answer. Here's the problem. On a corporation today, if you have one, or when I give you one for free, when they sue the corp, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep. Don't worry, January 1st, just in about 30 some odd days from now. All right, guess what? The Treasury Department is going to come look for you if you have an LLC. You're going to pierce your own veil. So I want you to have your ducks in a row my way. Never bring the pain home. Let's play. Warning about me. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I tell it like it is. All right? And that's the reality of life. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. The bottom line is you got to be put on check. You see, I like to build millionaire corporations. That means you need to listen and learn and do what I asked you to do. Is that okay? I'm the godfather of credit, done billions of dollars for people, telling people what to do. And I kind of treat them like they're 2 years old. I don't want you to think, I just want you to do. Never bring the pain home. Now, we're going to come up with a checklist. So let's understand what usually happens is I blueprint you first. That's up to an hour's time, past, present, and future. I want to know about your house, your cars, your kids, your dog, your wife, your spouse, and all the goodies. I want to repackage you and blueprint you. And then we're going to have a phone call. And then we're going to analyze you. And we're going to come up with a full analyzation what needs to be done as we put this blueprint together. And then I'm going to give you a list on a weekly basis. And I'm going to tell you, you need to do this and that. The phone call can last anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes at the most. Unless it's a blueprint call, this is up to an hour. But again, it's kind of up to you. But you're going to have to follow through and understand the goals, the weekly list, the daily list. All right, and then the project list. See, after I repackage you, we're going to work on projects. And that way we can complete them my way. Your way, sorry. I think it kind of sucks. You see, when I was 17.5 years old, I had 19 properties. And, you know, they told me I couldn't get 20 because of the loan to value problem. So I transferred to my divisions that I invented. I got it approved by all 50 states as well. What do you do when you have everything? All right, by the time I was 26, $2.6 billion of corporate structure. When you have everything, you get bored. I was bored. What am I going to do? Get fat, ugly, and die? The reality is I got everything I ever wanted. Isn't that fun? But then I have this boredness, so I wanted to help people. And I want to understand. My wife calls this my hobby, which is pretty true. So I have this foolproof program. You can't even screw it up, all right, unless you don't follow through. When we did the hospital, you know, Dr. Lecky years ago, Fiji Islands, kids dying of gum disease. Arnold got on the board. You've heard of Arnold, right? How about Steve from Gold's Gym, Superman? How about he's a cop? He says, I motivate and I kick ass. It's $1 million of credit. College professor, Biola University. And here's Glenn Freeman living in his car for 3 years. But then I got him on a TV show with me. I gave him a raise 360. Giovanni, $1.6 million. Little Karen, properties in Long Beach, $1.2 million in 9 months. People coming out of prison, got to help them too, like Freeway, Ricky Dicky Ross, gold and platinum cards. Thomas, poor guy, he was in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months, I rebuilt his life. But he was at the office every weekend, and he did what I told him to do. He wanted to be in the dump truck business. I said used, he said new, so we got new. Millions of dollars a year. So here's the thing about most of you. Sorry, you didn't understand how it works. Let me show you your mistake. The SS5 you did when you were 14 to 16 to get your SSN, unless you were born after 71 when Nixon took the gold standard out. And if that happened, mommy did it for you. Nobody paid attention to the damn Form Bill SS5 for SSN. We, the people, you gave yourself one chance. That's it. That's not enough. So we got our SSN, tax, and probate till we're dead. From there, we look at the SS4. So why don't we do this right now? SS5, SSN, tax, probate when we're dead. They reach in the grave and take that too. At the time of death at the hospital, state and federal government. The SS4 isn't going to pay tax till it's profitable. We can dissect types of corporations on my level 1 and setup every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live with me. Now, if you're a crook, just go to prison where you belong, like Wesley Snipes did. He didn't listen to me. He listened to his stupid attorneys and CPAs. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine, ruined his career. So all he had to do is understand 1244 like you need to for you. See, under the 1244 IRS code, IRS.gov public record, you get to file one tax return with your corporation and almost not pay tax, at least to the first $5 million. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. The United States of America Incorporated. So the Supreme Court had to say corporations are a legal person because we have 50 states, corporations, cities, corporations, and then Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You see, they filed bankruptcy in 11 cities so far in front of you. We, the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. And what you need to do right now is write down division of me. Let's take that form right there. Legal name of entity, individual person. I can put your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary right there. I can build you a corporate umbrella, and I want you to focus on 5 million next year. Anything less than that, I think it's like, why bother? You got to put the structure together and let's go get it. So let's understand today. I want to show you one of the Lamborghinis in the collection. Here's the key. Payment when I obtained it was $6,800 a month. Now, if I buy it under me, and the reality is I can't pay it, they take it away, they report it to the credit bureaus, I have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I got double shitty credit. Well, that's be stupid of me, and I'm not stupid. Buy it through the corp, they see my name, they still sue me anyway. So what did I do? I invented division process. I got the Lamborghini as a division. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed SS4. Now, if I got a problem, I'm going to maintain my properties, my buildings, and all the things, my donut chain, and my satellite store, my 31 flavor, my Shakey's Pizza too. And if I got a problem with one of these entities, I'm going to disconnect, I say incorporate, and put it over here. I can't save it under the Federal Protection Act public record. I get to bankrupt the hell out of it, throw it away. See, I don't bring the pain home like you. Why did you do that? Why didn't you have more than one of you? I don't understand. Why did you not have more one of you? The division process, like when you sign a lease of a building. If it doesn't work or you need to grow, how about every property you ever get? Division process, because you don't know who's going to slip and fall and kind of sue you and screw you up too. If we look at the money, it comes under the SS4, no taxes due to your profitable. If we look at cash credit cards, unlimited up to $1 million, we can get one card under the Fair Lending Act, get 99 more. How many would you like? You see, you're not winning the lottery today or getting a raise, are you? So what do we get to do? We get to play my way. Mary called me after she screwed it all up, like most people do, because they don't pay attention. Mary, she gave $10,000 to the attorney to look at the lease and 3 subdivisions and all kinds of stuff and subleases as well. $10,000 for a retainer just to look at a damn lease. $5,000 to the what? The CPA. Mary used basically $98,000 of her personal credit. Took an 800 score and dropped the score, called them both, said, what did I do? What's the response? I'm sorry, there's a lot of stupid CPAs and attorneys on planet Earth that have no idea how to be an entrepreneur. Mary's problem is her restaurant failed and she filed bankruptcy for the corporation. It forced her personal bankruptcy, lost her house, and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. So let's understand. If Mary would do what I tell you to do, and you follow through, it's a division process. The restaurant should have been a division. That way she protect the corp and her family. She didn't do that. So I'd like you to think about being a certified CFO and stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? If you pay attention today, let's look at your corporation today. Come on. You can look at and find your corporation on the Secretary of State's website. When you find your name because you're the incorporator or the officer, guess what you get to do? Run and go, oh shit, Dave. See, the problem, most of you use your home address. I'm sorry. It should have been a mailbox, etc., or shared office space, not your home. Right now, when they sue that corp, they sue you, and that kind of sucks. I'd like to create your line of defense for you if you allow me to do that for you. But again, let's look at a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, a race boat costs $1 million. My name's on them. I obtained them. Why didn't you? So if we learn to play my way, you don't get goodies like this till you hit 5 million, okay? Now let's play, teach you to become a corporate millionaire. Now I had my credit history to you, and I build you up and away. What's your goals today? See, you should have a list of goals as like an index of a book. We have to realize credit, loan, and money. When you get to a point you start to receive money, residual income, which you never did in the first place, and I started doing that when I was 17. See, my bills were $1,000. I knew that I needed $1,000 a month. Then I got my 22,000 payphones. Then I had my shopping centers and my pieces and my apartment complexes and all the goodies too, and the donut store and all that fun stuff. Then I wrote the book on laundromats and dry cleaners too, and storage units. You see, if we took $100,000 and we start making money, we put it in the corporate bank account. We reference 3 times 5. If you don't have 100, then you take it off the card, because borrow money is not taxable. So what do we get to do? We get to have fun and we get to play. So guess what? Your corporation is going to have a division for franchise, a division for apartment complex. You're going to create a line of defense. See, what that does is it gives you basically residual income, financial freedom. What's this again? What is it? It's a $5 bill. Huh. We call this money, it's actually a Federal Reserve note. So you realize money doesn't make you happy? It will get all that off your back so you can find happiness and peace of mind. But again, you did not build residual income. I didn't call it that back then. I just wanted money to come in, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 a month. Whee! See, that's what you should have did in the first place. So 45 years in person or online helping people like you, getting to $1 million status. Now we have a problem. That's right, we only have days left. You might as well be looking at this because you're getting older, slower, you're not as pretty as you used to be. And you keep bringing the damn pain home because you don't do the division process. You have 37 working days left. All right. If you're not ready for 2024, it's going to basically kick your assets again. It's time to step up. It's time to stretch. What you need to do is understand when I'm flippity dippity properties too. I was fighting the monsters like, damn, the buyer, the liar, the agent, the broker too, then the contractor, the hires the subcontractor, sends out Home Depot. They're all stealing my money. No matter where you look, they're all trying to steal your money. I got tired of that. When I had my 19 houses and I transferred into division process, 17 and a half, you know what I did? I decided to be the bank. Yeah, I decided 21, why the hell do I do that? See, your problem is when you sold a car, you should have basically become the bank for that 3 to 10 years. You sold a house, you could have did it too, but you let the opportunity pass you by. Why would you do that? You see, if we take an apartment complex and we dissect it and split deed it, we could actually become the bank, the assignment of mortgage. We could take the financial series or real estate series that I wrote years ago and have fun with that too, an assignment of asset. See, your problem is your lack of knowledge. So let's say we want to buy properties. Okay, you have 14 states that basically have under 100,000 bucks. All right, Section 8 or property managed by a third party. Every real estate office will do it for you. You know they want 5,000 down. Let's take it off of a card. What do we create? It's like in South Florida. Dealing with the VP of Bank of America. They have 119,000 properties and 110 for sale, 55 this and repossession. Let's go get the 19 repo properties from the bank. You can go online and get residual income now. How about HUD properties? See, the goal is you have to figure out, okay, what are you going to do and purchase under the corporate credit and the divisions to get residual income, which you never did in the first place, which is I don't understand. So understand is very simple. I've been saying for 30 plus years that I haven't had a bank account and the money's coming in paying the bills. Why would I want a paycheck or a bank account? Again, we get to play. Let's think about this today. If you looked in the mirror today and you put yourself in check and you wake up an hour earlier every day, put yourself in check, find your me time. Did you grab the list this week for the repos of cars, boats, houses, apartment complexes, duplexes? Did you get the probate list, the divorce list? How about the bankruptcy list? How about we go sell supply and vendor credit? Why don't we get a Dell computer for 50,000 open account or Apple? I've had people do that all the time. Your corporation needs $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, vendor and supply money. In my coaching programs, by the time you turn around, you should be looking at up to about a $10 million company. The biggest thing you have to think about is don't think, just do what I tell you to do. Kind of fun. Make you a money-making machine. Okay, how about if we sell supply and vendor credit? We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. We use OPM money like I've done since I was a kid. All right, Dun and Bradstreet, and we go sell on Amazon and eBay. Now. See, you don't get goodies like this until you get a $5 million company. Got it? As we play, God's gift. The race boats in the harbor and the yachts. I put my name on all of them for one reason. I want to basically feel proud of myself and understand one thing, that I accomplished the goal. See, that's what you should do too. But again, it's going to be up to you. All right, the Lamborghinis and the big buildings as well. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? So it's like everything else. Every time I hear an idiot say white man can't jump, I don't understand, stupid. Why? Because I hold the record for the highest kick and the fastest kick on planet Earth. I even kicked at the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. The only thing in your way is you. So please don't hear no. People say no because they don't know how. You go around the no, you look at the 1,000 steps to millionaire, you get out your millionaire's founder's kit and you go to work. Simple. If we draw this diagram right now, here's the corporation, here's entities. Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. Chase, US Bank, Wells Fargo. Okay, grocery stores, Sam's Club, Geico. So if we turn around and use division process up to the first 5 million, we never bring the pain home, and we can do what they do all the time, and we can play and be the certified CFO. Would that be okay if we played my way for a while? But again, it's up to you. When I was 9.5 years old, going to the library, the Torrance Library next to the police department, Very simple. I created a blueprint. I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. You might want to use it as well. Simple. Here's 5 things you need today. I believe you're treading water and you're playing it safe. Let's write down the 5 things we need now. We need a 750 not care credit first premier. We need a corporation in 30 divisions. You need $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, and supply and vendor money. These are a must-have. Okay, not, because without it, you're not going to make the goal happen. As we play, I'm going to redesign your corporation my way. This way, you put your ducks in a row and I get to repackage you and you quit bringing the pain home. That would be the ultimate goal. So our goal is to coach you, hold your hand every step of the way. Is that okay? Now, I've incorporated 2 presidents so far. They tend to listen better than most of you. So what did you do? Well, you're going to have a business, honey. Let's go do this and that. You jacked up the cards. You dropped the score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and your family in a corner, and you couldn't write out diddly squat. And then you honked your house. I'm sorry, but I call that stupid. You never had to do that in the first place. You should have learned division process a long time ago. You write down today's date, you project 90 working days, and we see it, believe, go get it. You get knocked down 1,000 times, you get to win 10. That's about it. When I was 17 and a half years old, creating my first 1,000 coming in automatically, that was fun. And when I put in basically page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow for your time, that's what I was doing for me. So understand, here I am dead in a coma. First, I'm in a coma. My wife tells the office he's going to die. Ron's stealing my books and CDs. Tom's selling my website and my phone numbers. Never called the phone number. He sold it to a porn site. But again, I got some choices from there. If you don't have a copy of the blueprint, it's in the 12 books and CDs. It's the Millionaires Founders Kit. You can get it for $99 today. We ship it right away. From there, take a picture of this too. This is Zell. Ray Reynolds recipient, that's me. Ray@racecredit.com. You write down RW and your address and phone number too. Simple. See, the problem you have with everybody around you, your friends and family, you don't know who's going to knock you off the cliff, going to catch you, or you're going to die. You're going to hold your breath. Now, me, I would like you to write down that you're going to get up an hour earlier tomorrow morning. I'd like you to drag yourself out of bed, which half of you do, which is ridiculous. Get up and ready to go. I'm up every day at 2:25 on my knees thanking Jesus another day, and I'm ready to conquer the world. I had a problem as a little boy. Didn't get a mommy and a daddy and a family like you, or most of you. At 2:25, if I got up every morning, the abuser couldn't get me. At 2:30, it was too late. So you know what? I get up every day, 2:25, since I was 2.5 years old. I go look in the mirror and I put myself in check. Your problem is you don't put yourself in check and make yourself responsible for what you have. Half the people are lazy. They have a blaming everybody else. It's called get off your ass. It's see it, believe it, go get it. But again, you get a good idea. Oh, goody for you. You go tell your friends and family. And then they interrupt you instead of encouraging you. Now they're going to tell you how to do your own idea. And they haven't done diddly squat. So you allow people to cloud your direction. It's simple for me. There I am. In July 4, 2009, one of my yachts in the backyard, I got 3 of them. I'm dead now. Well, that kind of sucks. It ruined my whole day. My wife wanted to take out one of the yachts in the backyard. I got 3 of them with a group of people. All right, next day I get to die, but I hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take out my heart, take it away. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So let's understand. I'm an example for him. I moved 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old with a lot of shitty people, abusers and users. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. So I got no excuse, neither do you. You're feeling sorry for yourself is 3 minutes or less, mine 3 seconds. From there, I'm God's example. Can you pay attention today? My book coming out this year is Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I have 39 books ready to go when I get the next publisher too. Now my next one's called Bite Your Tongue, Live Longer. This is where men have to learn to shut up. When they say something to a woman, they're a tape recorder. You can't take it back because it came out of your mouth. Go yell at the sky. Now, I had to write another chapter on this one. Why? For my wife and my daughters. They have to learn to bite their tongue a little longer too. How about we fight the monster within? How about bullshit doesn't pay my bills? Fighting the pain, fighting through the pain. You see, I like to get you past go because I think you're stuck. How about I show you some Lamborghinis, a Duffy, some mansions? How white men do jump and stupid people say we don't? More Lamborghinis. How about just race boats in the backyard? Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. I'll show you a couple goodies I obtained. Why haven't you? I don't understand. I call it and see it, believe it, go get it. There's a blueprint that works for me. Let's have you use it too. It's kind of fun. But understand, credit repair is a fraud. I love these people on TikTok and Google. And all. We're gonna repair your credit. The Fair Lending Act. All right, Fair Credit Reporting. Stop the shit. They're so full of crap. They're gonna remove your open collection account. Yeah, they got a magic wand. Blah. What a bunch of BS. I mean, come on, credit repair is a fraud. The Federal Trade Commission will tell you it's fraud. They can't collect money up front, period. And then they want to quote the Credit Services Act. Go ahead. It says fraud too. See, there's no magic wand. Your goal is very simple. You can't be a crook. So from here, let's understand. If you Google this section 611, the thing is very simple. Just Google section 611. And you get to learn how to do what needs to be done for you. Now understand, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. So an open collection account, you cannot be a crook. Okay, you got to man up and woman up. I love this one. We negotiate your debt and reduce your debt. Yeah, after it's all reduced and paid off, I have shitty credit, can't get any more. Talk about stupid. But again, what do? We look at TRW, the report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Warridge. I'm the guy that trained Yarborough, the security chief. Became a spirit in '96. It's called green. It's called basically good, fair, hell no. These cards you can't jack up again. These cards, you can jack these suckers up every day as long as you maintain a payment up to $1 million. They don't fluctuate your credit score ever again. So if we basically listen very carefully, we negotiate any open collection account. From there, understand, from there, all cards are 25, 29% rule. Don't listen to that ding dong that says 1 to 5%. Okay, even Mr. Wonderful said that and pay it off. That's called stupid, both of them. If you don't maintain 25% period, they shrink your limit and you can't get any more. Simple, wrap a refresh too. What do we get to do? Simple. Push your score up and away and create some green lights. This is called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. We get to play. Here's your first 25 steps today. From there, we have to look at, Credit Karma. It's free. They got indicted 3 times. It's like those ding-dongs that keep using LifeLock. LifeLock's last indictment was $100 million. How stupid can people be? Oh, well. Intuit bought basically Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. They got no fun every day helping because they don't want you to help. They want you to clickety-clack so they get their money all the time. But let's do this. Why don't I analyze you today? Why don't I show you exactly what you need to do in your part and help you do most of the work for you anyway and get you a 750? How about on my 10 classes on Saturday, one of them at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, I call your case number up live. You see here through me in case you have a question or two. See, here's that SS5 you didn't pay attention to, neither did mommy. It says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. This is the SS5 for SSN 1040. Did you know that Social Security card in your purse or wallet today is not yours? It says do not laminate, do not carry with you, and do not use for ID purposes. It belongs to Social Administration, not you. So let's understand. The SSN was for the 1040 tax return. You got your first paycheck a long time ago, and you thought the company you worked for ripped you off. They pointed out to you the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, that makes us ducks and sheep because you didn't look behind the curtain and you didn't bother to learn how the system works. You follow ducks and sheep, and that sucks. So understand something. All right, it's going to be very simple today. You're going to write down 1244 and the IRS.gov and file one tax return up to the first $5 million that we don't pay any tax anyway. Is that okay? There's that SS5. Let's compare SS4. You ready? So here's the SS4, both IRS. Legal name of entity, individual person is right there. Wow, I can put your name there. Do you know every bank and grocery store and city file bankruptcy and locations write it off on their taxes? While you're sitting there going, maybe, what do they do? It's about time you look behind the curtain. Is that okay? Let's dissect that form 26 different ways. It's simple. It says banking and credit purposes right there. One per entity. We could play and do the 4 things I want your corporation to do only. Buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credits or write-off. Car, fleet price, hotel, free buffet. So your divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and when we look at real estate, we get to separate liability. See, a division is your line of defense. I build you a corporate umbrella up to $1 million to $5 million. Is that okay? If you follow along, I guarantee what I say I can do in writing, as long as you follow through and you don't screw things up. In other words, if I do a wrapper rescore, don't crash it, don't jack up cards. If you do, I charge you a fee or close your case. Please be responsible here. Simple rules. You got an open collection account? Negotiate 5 ways to kill the debt. You have an IRS problem? They have a form for that too. 656, 433 A and B. See, there's a solution for everything you're trying to accomplish today. There's that 750 waiting for you. What do we have to do? Analyze you today. Wrap a refresh. Push your score up on 96 points or more. Create some green lights in about 3 or 4 days. Simple. So if you allow us to rebuild you and you go to class, you don't fall in your what, the target's a 750 score. I have classes on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The ultimate goal is $9.99, and I'm going to give you a $1,000 card back. During a broadcast, I give it half price. $4.99, and the card becomes $500. Now you maintain a $750 from now on. You got it? From here, if you don't look at the 2 years that a bank wants for a corporate divisions to get a line of credit up to 150, then you're going to miss it and let's miss the opportunity. So let's understand. If we have a starter package like we do, credit rebuilt, rapid score, articles outside tax ID are free if you don't have them. Set up on level 1 every Wednesday, Saturday with me at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I charge $999 to rebuild your whole life, and I hand you $5,000 of credit back. I'm the only one who does this on planet Earth. That's okay. $24.99. How about $25,000 of credit? 5 times your investment. We analyze within 24 hours. We add history. We start popping credit as soon as possible. And the reality is, if you want that kind of discount, it's simple. It's a Zelle, right now. And if you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, you call now. Simple. Now, here's another problem as I rebuild you in the blueprinting. You are probably a voter like me. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. So let's understand today, car, cable bill, corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688, opt out 5 years or a lifetime, you get off the national mailing list. Okay? The phone number is right in front of you. Simple. Let's turn around and let's plan the problem from now on. This means flat out, one of your friends and family member probably ripped you off. You spent thousands of crap that didn't work. If we plan the problem, we look at our safety credit, stick you on the card, maintain the limit. All right, maintain that limit, 25% utilization, never past 29%. That makes it 71,000 of safety. From there, there's the line of defense. All dashboards say 0 to 29 is green, as I designed it years ago. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if you do exactly what I tell you to do, you can quit jacking these up from now on. This means simple. If we look at the 2 cards that don't affect our score, as long as we maintain a payment, we can get more. They're unlimited gold or platinum card, up paid over time limit, and up to $1 million are unlimited. If you maintain that from there on, you'll never go below a 750 again. So again, we can play forever. So what happens when people lose their job, have an emergency, what do? Well, they all do the same thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to go jack it up again and tell the world feels sorry for them. I say that's ridiculous, sorry to say. Let's pretend today you need $5,000 now. You said need, so they say no. Friends and family and bank. The average person wastes or pisses away $50 every other day. This is a card for $5,000. The payment's $50 a month. The average person wasting 140 a week, that's 600 a month. If we take 50,000 off a corporate card, the payment basically can go buy 2 pizza restaurants and a drive-through and build some residual income. What do you think? Using some common sense, step number 6. Every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, that's funny. How about when Nixon took the gold standard out? Write down Ray's rules. Write down following this. Write it down. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, never the corp and never my family. Write it down. Your problem is you allowed yourself to be one, and that's a lonely number, and you brought the pain home. See, I want you to have your cake and eat it too. I want you to use Ray's rules. Step number 7. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. The ultimate goal. That's what I want you to do. There I am in a coma, dead. Sucks. Ruined my whole day. Once you Google the address, find out I'm telling you the truth. But the reality is I've been in 2 comas. One, I was crippled. Jesus said, get up. I got up, freaked them all out. Last one, I got to die. I think the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. We can play my way. I like to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. Is that okay? We do it my way for a while? Because you brought the pain home, and I think that sucks. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things every day. Now, this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids to feed. Get your butt to the church, they'll feed the kids. Then go drive an Uber or Lyft and have a damn garage sale. I don't get this crap. I was worth millions and billions. I came out of a coma. Everything is stolen. What am I going to do? First, I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 damn times. I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Why do people keep bringing the damn pain home when I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years and a corporation with division process can build itself? I don't understand, stupid. Do you understand, stupid, yet? A division is a line of defense. You're willing to sacrifice the division that the corp and your family. You got it so far? Every tax ID, I'm allowed to build credit reports, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Cash credit. Line you up for some checkbook money. Divisions are simple. We build millions of dollars of credit. It's in my book called Buckets of Money. Isn't that fun? Look at your corp today. Go ahead. You'll find your name on it. When they sue it, they sue you. If you use your home address, please change it to a mailbox, etc., shared office space, please. All right, you're bringing the pain home. They sue that corp, they sue you, and that kind of sucks. Why don't I build you a line of defense? Would that be okay? We play my way because your way didn't work. I even also invented the daisy chaining of credit. 1 card, fairly do that. Let's go get 9 more. Let's build the lines of credit as well, checkbook money. So if you learn how to daisy chain credit through a coaching process, we can build more credit up and away. There's 89 ways to use a division. 89 ways. So let's understand they're normally $4.99 each, 3 for $14.97. All right, let's understand 10 of you today, 10. I will add $10,000 of cash history to each one of them. But this is only during the broadcast. I want you to get divisions at $99. I don't have to pay a commission if you did it now. If you do it at the office, I got to pay a commission. 3, 6, 9. How about we give you $50 a piece for 18? Your goal is to understand. You should have 30 divisions on your corporations no matter what. But again, if they're filed now, come January, they're on their 2nd year. There's your Zell during this broadcast. If you want that kind of discount now. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. But it's an opportunity while this is going on live with me. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I want you to get all the goodies you can because I got a couple goodies too. Remember, don't get these till what? You get $5 million. Let's get you $1 million of cards. Let's get you checkbook money up to $5 million. Let's rebuild you here, get you the Capital One Green, unlimited up to 100,000, the 230. That's 160 times 9. How about B of A times 9? How about Wells Fargo times 9? How about Inc. times 9? How about we get the gold times 9? But up to 5 million, then what do we get to do? See, I want you to focus also on checkbook money. The banks give you up to 150 unsecured as long as you have a 2-year corp or 2-year division. How many lines of credit would you like now? Here's my 5 favorite ones. I call it checkbook money, and that can be up to $5.4 million. But again, you have 30 divisions to do that too. We get to play my way for a while. So guess what we get to do? I got specialty classes on Saturday, 8 of them rotation all the time. Now, here's what I want you to write down and do this. I want to take corporate credit, all that we can get. We're going to realize borrow money is not taxable. We're going to invest that money in your lifetime income, and you're going to build residual income, which you never did in the first place, which I don't understand. That is, have your cake and eat it too, raise rules, all right, becoming a certified CFO, and never bringing the pain home. Now, if I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do? First thing you're going to say, I'll put it in my personal bank account, Ray. Your problem, sorry, the first thing you're going to think of is buying a house and a car. That's called stupid. Okay, you don't put it in a personal account. You're going to get the E375. You put it in a division of you. You reference 3 times 5 and you leverage it to 15 million. You pay all the bills first, then you pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Isn't that fun? But again, today, what if you won the lottery? What now what? What are you going to do? I won the lottery, I'm going to buy a house and a car. Knock off the crap. Most people win the lottery, piss it away, or get jacked up by their friends and family. So let's understand. You're going to take and deposit it in a division of you. You're going to sit down with the banker, and you're going to borrow money off your money. You're going to spend the borrow money. All right, as you borrow against it, you're going to create what? Debt for the corporation, offset taxes. Borrow money is not taxable, and the principal is there, so the bank will let you the rest of your life too. If you invest the borrow money, you'll create millions and billions. But again, you have 11 cities that filed bankruptcy so far. Because why? States are corporations, cities are corporations, and they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. All right, you could have did the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So today, please look at bankruptcy. Google it. SSN, SS4. Who's the duck the next time? Is it you or a corporation? I need you to learn to play my way. So let's understand. If I add you to my credit system, I can show you I got that one mansion, that too. And from there, what do I get to do? Build you up to $1 million to $5 million. And you get to play and win. But again, you got to go class and not following you up. And you have to follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race. Please do it my way. The goal is up to you as we play this game. Getting past go. All right, the mansions in the harbor, the race boats and the Lamborghinis and the buildings too. I would like to change your driver's license in the near future to a P.O. box and mail-in address for privacy. But again, that's up to you. Let's look at the car you drive today. I'll bet you went to the car dealership and they sweated you for 5 hours. They treated you like a duck and a sheep and you put up with it. You lost up to, what, 9 inquiries, up to $20,000? That's not how you buy a car, by the way. A car should be fleet price tax ID division. And as we play like the house, you should never put 2 people on the loan. Loan to value? No, that makes no sense. You lose the house or the car. They report it to the credit bureaus you have shitty credit. And then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have double shitty credit. The house should have been bought through a trust in the first place. See, if you don't plan the problem, they're going to keep kicking your assets too. But that's up to you to play my way. But again, every prop you get should be a division. You don't know which one's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up too. House payment offsets the taxes personally. And what do we look at? Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion trillion. Why would they pay tax? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in front of the whole world within 24 hours, and those banks are pissed off with him because it only took him 2 weeks to screw up Twitter. Now it's called Twiddly-dee, Twiddly-dum. X marks the spot. He's got a spaceship too. So do the other 2 guys. You could join the club and win the battle if you wanted to. Step 15. Run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck's taxable income, and then what do you do with the leftover? Car payment, gas, registration, insurance? No! Drive a company car like I do. Step 17. Now, the bottom line today, go to irs.gov. get hold of an SS4. Find out I'm telling you the truth. It says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck or a sheep. You chose to do that, sorry to say. Now here's mama who had to sign the SS5 for the baby since 71. Baby's gonna go home and take a nap. So the reality is basically if you have a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, guess what? When they sue you, they take it away. You die, it gets stuck in the probate, your family got diddly squat. But if you play my way, guess what happens next? It's simple. You hire the contractor, hires a subcontractor. Oh my goodness, what happens next? They slip, they fall, they cut corners, and they want to sue you and take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. Do you like diddly squat? By the way, that's step number 19. 6 more to go. So we play. Now, if you're a crook and you don't file tax returns, you just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Okay? 3 years in prison, $5 million, and he ruined his career. Pretty simple. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess, but it's up to you. Step 20, we get to play my way. Why don't you learn how to be an OPM? You get to basically not pay a bill up to 90 days, 70% discount. Leverage 200,000 to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. Set up the line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. Looks like you get the win again. Now me, 2009, they took everything I had. Came out of coma, broke, had nothing left. What am I gonna do? Go home and go, boo. No. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions and I built $1 million of credit. I don't stay down, why do you? I can rebuild you as fast as you want me to, but you gotta follow through. Pretty simple to do. 1,000 steps to millionaire. On the ultimate goal, you have the Millionaire's Founders Kit as well. Now, I like boring businesses. I mean, I had my 22,000 payphones, I had my 17 houses, then my 19, then I did 17, and I did money coming in. I just needed 1,000 a month back then when I was 17. Then I built more, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. I wrote the book on dry cleaning and laundromats. Have my shopping centers too. See, you need to focus how to own the business and not run it. What if we took $40,000 and we basically invested into third-party management? And they got the entity and the management company managed it for you. Now you create up to $3,000 to $10,000 a month. How about $100,000? Up to $45,000, how about $250,000? So if we build the credit, you structure this the right way now, you're going to become the owner and be in a what? You're going to get residual income from now on. As an example, here's an apartment complex. I want something in business and having renters already. 1968, that's when it was built. $3 million. They want 10%. Let's use a card. Let's use a checkbook. What do? We have a new loan. What happens next? Then we look at the income. Now we have a difference of 13,452. Here's the problem. You think you're done. You're not. That one of those tenants can slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. But if you did it my way, what's going to happen? You're going to dissect the pieces. You can do assignment of mortgage. You're going to become the bank. $76,800 a month. They can't sue you, but you can sue them now. You reverse the liability. So if we look at real estate franchise storage units, simple to do. You have a 3, 6, or 12-month program if you want coaching with me. Your goal is to own the business and not run it. If you go to an expo, what do? It's like a deer in the headlight. Let's get existing. From there, 3 laundromats, 125 down, 63,000 a month. 47,000 down, 30,000 a month. All right, 9,000 down. Guess what you get to do? That one's already taken for Faizuli's Colombian Coffee. From there, $500,000, get you a Wendy's restaurant. You want a couple of gas stations, you're going to own it, not run it. What do you see here? Opportunity. See, your goal is to understand when we build the credit, your goal is to get residual income. Our projection is about 96,000 a week for Faizuli's as well. So if we get our checklist, the list you're missing, the goal list, all right, the daily, the weekly list, and the project list. As we get the money, we work on the projects. Your goal should be what it should have been all along, building residual income. And that's the biggest problem you didn't do. So all classes, weekly calls, rapid rescore, and you're going to master 5 things, and even daisy chaining of credit. So if you put 1,000 down for the 90-day program, you pay your balances in the 90 days. If you pay the thing up front is $8,000, all right, up front, I'm going to give you $100,000 of cash credit to that. That way you can basically up and away. But you can always put 1,000 down and make your payments during the 90 days. Pay as you go. $1,000 down for the 6 months program. Then you pay your balance during the 6 months. If you paid in full, it's a $15,000 program. I'm going to build you $250,000 of credit. 1,000 down, you want the last one for the 12 months, okay? It's simple. From there, it's 31,000 in payments. But if you dissect this, you want to pay in full, it's 25,000, you save 5,000 extra, and then I build you $500,000 of credit. There's the ultimate goal. So keep in mind, take a picture of Zelle for the deposit, right away, or call the office. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. So Warren Buffett talks about paying more tax than anybody. He pays less tax than anybody. He's got his 100 companies, his favorite 10. You don't see him at Dairy Queen, making hamburgers or See's Candy, do you? See, they're ran by third-party management. There's no difference between him and you. You have the ability to see it, but you go get it too. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. Your divisions give you the line of defense. So the goal is I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp of my family. Divisions, like I put in my buckets of money book, build millions of dollars of credit and get residual income as well. From there, you have 89 ways how to use the division, 89 ways. I think you should master every one of those. Divisions are normally $4.99, 3 for $14.97. What I'm doing for 10 people today, and there's only 6 left anyway. 6 of you now can basically get divisions today. All right, I'm going to add 10,000 of history to each one, and we're going to build these up and away. You're going to get them for $99 each. From there, you did 9, it's less than that. You did 18, it's $50 each. I want you to focus and understand if they're filed now. Come January, they're on their 2nd year. That's basically a Zelle opportunity for you. The ultimate goal, you can call the office at 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? I never got a family as a kid. Using and abusing a friggin' trash can sucks. So I didn't get a mommy and a daddy and nobody. I got a wife and I got 6 kids and 10 grandkids. I will not bring the pain home like you. Corporation, they sue it, they sue you. Division process is how everybody gets checkmate. Step 23, the ultimate goal. So I like reaching the dream thing to be the impossible. I've done it all my life. Corporations and divisions, training people to be a certified CFO. All of a sudden, you got joint credit. It's just in the way. I'm going to tell you to get rid of it. You buy a house, escrow, closed homestead, trust. Corporation, why would you pay anything besides they're free? You pay a filing fee. Divisions, real estate, franchise, current business, raise rules. Line of defense. See, I like getting cash credit back to you. Nobody else does this on planet Earth besides me. That way it takes away your excuses. You invest a little bit of money, you get up to 5 to 10 times your money back. Then you write it all off. But if all you want today is a 750, okay. How about we analyze you, rapid rescore? How about we play and rebuild you? And you go to class, you don't fall in you want? $9.99, 1,000 card back to you normally. During the broadcast live, you get $4.99. $500 on the card. You reimburse yourself 100%. You maintain the 750 with the rules and tools. Starter package for corporation, officers list, tax ID. You don't have it? I'll give it to you for free. Set up on level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You invest $999. I give you $5,000. I rebuild your life. $24.99. I give you $25,000. Analyze you, add history, and pop credit as soon as possible. I got no excuses, neither do you. The ultimate goal is Zelle now. Or call the office at 800-254-9506. See, if you refer people, I'll bill more credit. If you refer people, I'll actually turn around and basically Zelle you back 10% if you want. But the ultimate goal is making some money at the same time. But if they don't name your name when they sign up, they kind of blew it for you. That's why I always give you my email address too. So we look at a corporation. The banks use corps and corps, and they write off on their taxes until we get to the $5 million. We're using division process. All right, because that way you don't bring the pain to the corp of the family. Again, Sam's Club, Geico's, and cities. Your goal should be to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain, never hear no, and never bring the pain home. We stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, guess what? We have the ability to change our lives right away. The ultimate goal. Now, John, you keep giving me these books and all this thing here. All you gotta do is call your specialist or ask for Santos, the floor manager. I'm glad you're doing good and everything's working for you too. But again, it's gonna be up to you. So as we do this today, ladies and gentlemen, whatever I offered today, please do yourself a favor. Zell, or call the office right away because we're running out of time. I don't want you being like in January of this year. Everyone's going, I wish you would have done what Ray said. We don't want that day. We want to make sure you call 800-254-9506. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. We never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.